afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Engelville. Between in the south, Cyanara, fighting here for the Oberkommando West for the 1st SS Panzerdivision Leibstandarte versus in the north, Casparitus, fighting for America for the 3rd Armored Division here with tactical support, heavy cavalry and mechanized company versus Cyanara's breakthrough. Luftwaffe ground forces and fortifications doctrine. We got bulletins for infantry and for Panzerschrecks. And we got a very own engagement of resistance and Sturm Pioneers basically rushing for the same point. The Sturm Pioneers rushing to block off the area here, being hard to rush the building and sort of protect the cut-off point there. The resistance home sort of, do the same that way. And again, that's a very common feature on Engelville, just as it is common for the entire western side of the map to be forgotten several times over. We've got here, it's a bit of a different start here for Cyanara, I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that one. Either way, double Sturm Pioneers. A bit rare to see, but certainly, while it will sort of mean you can sort of initially grab less territory, because the Sturm Pioneers do take longer to train, it does mean you'll have a lot more firepower initially, and could also lay down more barbed wire and such, and of course have more later on. Veteran Sturm Pioneers were definitely then good. So a bit of a rare sort of development here. Reasons doing with the camera got right following up, and they're both so far players focusing hard on the right hand side. And again, it is very common that because again it's where both victory point sides, but one few point sides sort of to again a lot of players sort of just preferred, I suppose, in a sense. Whereas again the West very open, not a lot of choke points, not a lot of cut-off points, not cut-off points, but just not a way to quickly slow down the opponent. Plus, of course, fewer points. But at the same time, for some players, its over program still be easy to sort of hold instead of also offers the best right strategy, flanking and harassing the other bastard. But still, even then, for a lot of players, it tends to be forgotten a bit. You got folks here moving up for Cyanara. Rifleman engaging, Sturm Pioneers as well. There we go. Good bit of downside done to the Rifleman. I mean, you don't generally see a lot of Sturm Pioneers, sort of heavy players from the Oberkommando, of course. For many American players, they can certainly catch a bit off guard. And again, 2 Sturm Pioneer squads can very quickly do a lot of damage to an American player, for that matter, any kind of player who runs into them. Almost lost his Sturm Pioneer squad there. Can he make it? Yeah, the other ones are drawing fire. That's bloody close spots here. Very close engagement here with the Rifleman. Looks like they might just be able to pull it off, but this is some very dicey fighting. And again, neither side is so far, even considering the West side. I mean, everyone were to grab it, they gain a huge resource advantage over the other side. Really amazing stuff there. I mean, in that sense, Cyanara could just, consider going for a Kubelwagen, shift towards the entire West and grab that rapidly, maybe in conjunction with the breakthrough doctrine, but none of that. Or Casparitus could send a single reaction squad there to grab territory. But again, so far, both are so utterly obsessed with the eastern side. Again, you can see that's the metagame about this map, and I think it also highlights that just because it's the metagame does not mean necessarily it's the best or necessarily even wisest move. It's just what people does, and just because people do it doesn't mean automatically it's good. But anyways, we got more reactions on the way for Casparitus, the 2 reactions, 3 rifle squads versus 2 Sturm Pioneer squads, 2 Volkskrieger squads. That's actually so surprisingly sort of mirrored in a way, though of course the firepower sort of differs a bit there. Again, the 2 Sturm Pioneer squads came as the firepower, this is the 3 rifle squads. That's a bit interesting there to consider. But now, of course, Simon's very on the map. He's got actually gone here for fortifications doctrine early on. Bit of shoot there between Rifleman and Fultz. Going to do this. Fultz in a pretty bad spot there. Still, we actually got a move there. It's the American player Casparitus now beginning to sweep down the left side, grabbing territory. They're realizing, good lord, there's an entire land over there, mythical country, not filled with Germans. Surely we must explore this. Nothing further here from Cyanara. Could go for Schwerwe Max Schlepper pretty rapidly. Could go, I suppose, for some MG34s. And again, sort of just contained here once again. Now, sort of Casparitus just sort of sweeping ahead, just grabbing territory. In theory, could also use then sort of to grab here, sort of shift behind Cyanara and sort of hit through here. Lots of moving straight to the Rifleman, taking some damage there. Sturm Pioneers leading here. A heavily equipped assault force of Germany's finest Pioniere, which is generally already tougher troops than the German army. Rather than being caught by 2 Volkskrieger squads, MG34 they're being pulled up to the front line. Do have tech up here from Casparitus, yes indeed, we have a lieutenant selecting 50 calibers, M20s, a half-techs, all options there, rifle gunning down. Storm Pilots doing what they can here. Lieutenant there being bit held up, well. You can do it, Joey, you can do it, we'll provide moral support from behind here. There you go, Americans forced away there, going points, might want to actually stand into field point there, Dieter, Heinz, Helmut und Fritz. MG-34 actually moving up to support the front line, Storm Pilots then getting out, rifle moving in there, could be engaged there by the Storm Pilots, and the Storm Pilots might want to support the other Storm Pilots. We're seeing that Casparitus keeping the pressure, keeping the momentum, not just the lieutenant, but also an M20, though he could have waited a bit and gone for an A half-track. That could have been, I think, been very nasty here versus Cyanara. Ryersen's pushed back, they're going for the victory point, rifle hang about here. Grenades could be good, could be just so quickly flush in and deal with some serious damage, but no sign of that yet. He's got plenty of munitions, though. Storm Pioneers doing what they can, might want to get up the other Storm Pioneer squad, so just assist a bit further, push back the lieutenant, and there we go. MG-34 remains the M20 almost done, almost got the fuel point there as well, sandbags down. Full Grenadier is remaining there, we got our Academy on the way there to help deal with American vehicles. There we go, we got the M20 rolling ahead, 50 caliber fire, going against the Germans. And again, most of the West has just been sort of nicely and calmly taken there by Casparitus. Absolutely zero effort from Cyanara to sort of take it, because again, apparently, the West does not exist in his mind. It's like a huge, vast terra incognita.
Heavy machine gun team ready for battle.
If he were to go there, he'd probably follow the edge of the earth. Something like that. Anyway, so second MG-34, they're being pulled up by Cyanara. And again, note these are players, and I should also note, this is very common for players of all ranks almost. It's a bit amazing. And it's rifle going against the Fultz Grenadiers. Bit of shooting here. And go Academy opening up. Almost got it there, but not quite, not quite. The MG-34 actually closing in on Veterans U1. Lieutenant here versus Fultz Grenadiers. Fultz is trying to get into cover there. No truck still. In fact, Fultz squad lost there, wiped out in service of Deutschland. No grenades, there's right there, Cyanara's perhaps got a bit too much there to manage, and that is beginning to hurt him quite a bit there. Now the MG-34 setting up there, ready to support. Both Storm Power squads are reinforcing, getting ready for the next assault for Deutschland.
Over here! Listen up! Gather around. I smell orders. Knock it off and listen up.
Troops going back there for reinforcements. And we've got the MG-34 setting up, trying to catch the lieutenant. There we go, quick kill. Helmut is shot, this is the rifle. The main gunner is doing bugger all. There you go, rifle moving up there, quick coming up from the MG-34. Well, the Storm Pioneers moving to the dispatch, then McKenna remains there, and there we go, lieutenant pushed away. But rather bold here by Cyanara to remain with the MG-34 in a rather exposed position, but so far there's not been really sort of overt moves there from Casparitus to really deal with it. Though don't tell me he's actually, he's underestimating the MG-34 that 21 again. Some players tend to react to the incendiary armor piercing rounds like, good lord, what is this sorcery? Of course, most German players don't use it, which also means they're not really expecting it half the time. So right there, the M20, which by the way had been upgraded, got absolutely annihilated. There you go, Rifleman secure bazooka. The MG-34 needs to pull back. That would be a shame to lose it now already. I mean, it's halfway to Vet-23. That's definitely good work. Then the MG-34 was caught in a pretty bad position for some rifles. Still no upgrades there for Cyanara's men. We finally got a spare mark slip up here for Cyanara. His men fanatically pushing forward. The Sturmgewehrs bearing into the rifle. There you go. Unit wiped. Casparitus there taking quite a grueling loss. Fighting against the Kraut menace. There you go. More Sturm Pioneer pushing forwards. One veteran to the other one. Veteran C not. Is moving in there still. The entire west is his. He's not quite got the east there, but overall he's got a lot more resources compared to Cyanara. And so far Cyanara is probably sort of going to be stuck a bit because of that in particular. Then if Casparitus actually takes it aggressively, or for example, considers right now upgrading his men with grenades or BARs, or I don't know, going for tac support, getting up machine guns. He could go for an A half-track right now, either this one or that one. I mean, all of these options would be quite excellent. Instead he's taking for the captain here, instead of him trying to push other advantage. Not to say the captain's bad, but he should consider maybe, pushing for some kind of advantage when he's still got it. In particular, when he's got a huge munitions advantage. 68 per minute. That's more than one munition per second. Never mind, you know, he could use that for, again, upgrading the rifleman, the lieutenant grenade. You go for BARs, you go for bazookas, you go for light machine guns, half to be upgraded. You could go for this, you know, laid on mines, rangers with submachine guns. I mean, there's so many options right now there for Casparitus. Troop sealing, reinforcing, Lieutenant holding back. Lieutenant hanging back there. Casparitus could, of course, try and pushing over through here or through here. Again, there's this little path here which can be quite useful sort of attacking a player here. We'll of course have to see what the end result is here with Casparitus, who then goes for grenades, who cancels the captain, goes to the major instead. Looks like that was a much better realization there. Again, he had a nice resource advantage over his opponent, so instead of, you know, trying to just go for the slow approach, again, some American players seem to fall into just through habit, and again, habit can be a dangerous thing. Seems to realize it's actually a good time to push for armor. That's the ticket. Veteran 2 MG34 here, holding the fuel point quite nicely, forming up a barrier which the Americans can't just pass through, not without grenades, and even with grenades it might have a few problems, in particular if Cyanara, of course, has fortification were to lay down S-mines. Also got another MG34 basically creating a large field of machine gun fire here, which the Americans can't even pass through. And there we go, still on punch rushing in there. There you go, that pretty much sort of just ruined the day there for Casparitus' assault. So many krauts! God damn! Charging through there. Soon both veterans to the arm, those closing in and veterans to flee ever slowly. Lieutenant doing what he can, Casparitus still floating more munitions. And I don't know, well, the American army in the actual war. I mean, really, he could go for so many BARs, so many light machine guns right now. He would just, you know, utilize it. Mines down here to sort of defend the eastern victory point. Good, good. Actually, someone's using mines. Meaning. Gotta push there. Finally, looks like Cyanara has sort of had a revelation from the Führer himself. Mein Führer, I can see it. There's an entire land over there. I shall go there and I shall conquer for Germany. Meanwhile, Germany heading with the lieutenant in the sort of northeastern there. They're taking a bit of nasty losses there. Had they eventually, they could have maybe popped some concussive grenades that could have helped flush out there, but they didn't quite have that. Either way, sandbags here. There's a fuel cache there, but a good move by Casparitus, so any further fuels the panzers, the armour. And in fact, right now, go for Sherman. He wants to he could go for a Scott, which could also serve in many other purposes, and of course, lay down some nice free smoke screens. Either way, he probably should be getting some armour when he actually can, which is now. There you go, managed to flank behind Sanders. Fult's going to push into the west. He's got the cut-off point, that's it, and it's not really going to last long at this rate. MG34, they pushed a bit too far ahead. Got pushed off the lieutenant. Good work there by Casparitus. Less good work by Cyanara. Cyanara is not taking up, though. Not doing much with it. He's not even considering a flat half-track or infrared half-track. And of course, Casparitus is just sort of not quite getting anywhere when the momentum is so far managed to build up. Oh, there we go. Sherman on the way. Tanks are arriving. And we finally got a doctrine. It is tactical support, which does open up for light machine guns, which again would mean he would get his rifle lieutenant a lot of firepower.
Ability ready for deployment. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. Grab your shit. Enemy infantry!
Shooter there.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Sherman on the way. Bit slightly pushed back there, troops moving ahead. Sherman is almost done there, and Cyanara is in fact a bit undergunned to deal with any Shermans at the moment, which is a bit problematic. I am surprised though that Casparitus, despite having gone for tactical support, is not really utilising, you know, the light machine guns so far easily available to him, including continuing to upgrade the rear echelons with light machine guns, just, you know, hammer Cyanara with a storm of lead. But again, it's just not quite happening. Trying to defend the victory point, there goes Sherman moving up, needs to retreat the Storm Pioneers. Schnell! Don't finish this out. It was lucky in this department though, his opponent has to shift over to high explosive rounds quite yet. Kidding for fire there, not quite be able to hold units in the east. In fact, there's absolutely no anti-tank gun there in the eastern part here. So right now, Cyanara is in a bit of trouble. He's got a single punch got striking a single kidnapper. And there go grenades on the MD-34, quickly trying to clear it out. Truck pulling back, and they're realising it's in a rather exposed position. Veteran defeat on the MD-34 and wiped. A huge loss right there for Cyanara. Huge loss. Now Casparitus is really reeling the effort here against Cyanara. We got Panzer Strikes there. The kidnapper is actually rolling back there. Bad news, troops getting suppressed there, but the MD-34 and the full Grenadiers just blasting away. Large chunk of unit there sort of being bunched up. Steel Empires counter-attack, but some of them are not even ready, sort of need to fully counter-attack, need to be pulled back. But still, the Steel Empires doing canvas. The rifle, in fact, not quite really up for that many assault rifles in the hands of that many veteran German Soldaten. Still, the resistance around the fuel point collapses like a balloon popped and forces Cyanara to pull back all troops. Casparitus is still filling a lot of resources. Crack to go for another Sherman now, and still he could upgrade a lot of light machine guns on his men. Steel Empires doing what they can here against the rear slots. In fact, almost fetching free, and that's opening up for the concussive grenades. And too slow, then retreating and lost. Getting up, sneaking up there. Troops counter-attacking once more for Germany. And the West apparently was just sort of like a brief blip on the radar screen of Cyanara before being forgotten again. We have how much they were sitting ahead. Lieutenant setting up. 6 Storm Pioneers, some of them not in the best condition. There go to the support from the MD-34, then they can quickly overwhelm the Lieutenant. Grenades, smoke, lots of death. The grenades from a bit too far, they didn't quite predict the path properly. Can be a bit tricky at the same times. Sham there being slightly pushed back, but the Panzer Strike still doing a lot of damage, yet to suffer any damage. In fact, close to X1. And we got a Calliope here. Cyanara at the moment is bunching up his troops. There's not a lot of tactical spread there, so the Calliope could in fact end up doing a lot of damage there, and we of course have to see if that is what happens here. There we go. Right there on the retreating units. Steel Pioneer squad annihilated. Nothing else was killed, but getting a Steel Pioneer squad is actually pretty good. So of course, question is, what will Cyanara do in response to this tragic loss? Chen moves in there. There's a kidnapper nearby, so we're trying to open up. There we go. Gaining veterans one. Truck trying to get away here. Full storming into the building. There we go. Firing into the Sherman. Did not expect that building to be occupied with angry crowds with Panzertrex. Trying to get the kidnapper, but still, there's the house. There's the house. There we go. Sherman is on fire.
We just lost a medium
Yeah,
tank.
good shooting, Dieter. Good shooting. Now, let's get out of this place before the exhaust fumes kill us. Try this moving about. There you go. Rifle anti-tank right there from the rifleman, swiftly delivered. Of course, now Casparitus is short 1 tank. And he's still not upgraded his men with any light machine guns. I mean, don't tell me just for this doctrine, just for the Calliope. I mean, that's generally always what described as, you know, one of the weaker uses of a doctrine. If you just get it for a single unit, no matter how good, you're rather missing out on a lot. Granted, can't really describe Cyanara's doctrinal usage so far as being frightfully much better, since he's only used it for the MD-34s. Though you could argue at least he chose it early, and that's actually had some more integral use of it compared to Casparitus, which is just sort of more of an afterthought almost, it seems like, with the way he's sort of getting it, because again, he's got another huge asset, you know, the light machine guns, compared to fortification, which doesn't have so much there, that's sort of fully utilised. Still has something. And he's just not going there. He's not getting them, which of course, you know, just allow him to cut through the German infantry so easily. I mean, just a lot of Browning light machine guns would just render those few Volksgrenadiers absolutely useless. Well, not useless, but certainly a lot less potent. You got his Schwerpanzer quarters up there, which quickly also down, which would certainly then force Casparitus and actually make him regret not having gone for them sooner. And incendiary rounds, good job there. It's not just an afterthought there either. Good work. So many players do not utilise the incendiary armor building after clearly. Cyanara's with a better score. There we go. Rocket strike there, wiping out one of the MD crews, leaving many men dead there. But almost 50 on the MD-34. Not too bad. Steel Pioneer still alive. In fact, they're closing in on Veterans 4.
Button her up. Big push coming.
Also, fun fact about the Calliope, this was not just the only way they delivered those rockets, it was just the way they could sort of mass the most rockets on the same vehicle. They also had trucks with them, which I believe were called xylophones, which could sort of fire some, and they could fire the same amount, and they also mounted some on the ground. Not quite like a Nebelwerfer, more like, I suppose, like a land mattress or something similar. Basically, not something quite as mobile, but I can't remember if the land mattress actually had wheels or not. Kenworth setting up there. Grenades off in the Germans. Oh, he should be getting up the Schwerpanzer quarters. Should be getting some Obersoldaten and some veteran infantry with light machine guns. And Casparitus should be getting out some armor, but now he's had to take for the captain, getting anti-tank guns, in fact getting several. Seeing more Shermans, again considering taking up. Instead, he's just sort of constantly attacking from front here. Veteran for the Sturmpires, concussive grenade. Stun poor Jack, but didn't leave much sort of an impression on the Americans beyond that. More Falcons for Sandman, and probably should be considering some better equipped infantry. In particular, if Casparitus will actually consider, going for the light machine guns, but so far it is apparently about as much in his mind as the West is to Cyanara. Or for that matter, it is to Casparitus, who again just seems to have completely forgotten it. Good hygiene during the medieval ages. Anyways, troops reinforcing, preparing. Now the MU-34 there on the way for Cyanara. Lots of rocket fire going down here, hoping to catch something. This is just blind fire, which is always described as the least efficient method of artillery fire. That's a bit of a waste there for Casparitus, to be honest. Smokescreen down there. Troops moving ahead. MD-34s, Volksguns and Sturm Pioneers. MD-34 also moving up here. He's got quite a few MD-34s, and comparatively Casparitus has only got anti-tank guns sort of support weapons and the Calliope as such, but nothing that will control the battlefield further. But there you go, trying to knock out the Schwerpanzer quarters. Pit Cyanara working his best to ensure that doesn't happen. MD-34s covering his advances, and counterattack here versus Casparitus. Not a bad idea as such. Seems to be having a nice effect there. Casparitus is falling back, MD-34 moving up there, and he's actually flanking in with one here as well. Very aggressive, bold move, in this case actually working out, forcing away the Americans there too. It's really working out here so far, though of course the Calliope could any moment just unleash another volume, vomit forth another deluge of rockets against Cyanara and just sort of crush the counterattack, even as it sort of is in the move. But there you go, right from the bottom about the MD-34, MD-34 slightly shift to cover it better, forming a more overlapping arc of fire here. Smoke down there. Not too bad. Sturm Pioneers could now join the counter-attack. MD-34 continues to but there. Cancels the Jackson's taking a Sherman realizing there's not exactly a lot of armor there for Cyanara, who's again not had a lot of fuel due to again largely being focused here and overall being contained by Casparitus, again forgetting the West entirely. MD-34 there getting grenaded. And there you go, the Sturm Pioneers on the move. Come on, men. We'll show us Americans who's the best here. Scheiße, Granate! There you go, good work. Riflemen there left behind in their little ditch, quick becomes a grave for them. There you go, we got the Calliope unleashing a torrent of rockets there, crushing walls, houses. Not much else really though, again, blind fire. Get some kills it seems, or more likely the medics. Jumping is almost wiped, but looks like they managed to get away there. And the Fed continues to lay down a vicious suppressive volley. So what's going to do setting out. Pearson's moving up there, 7 kills. Calliope hanging back. Almost fits into fire with those Sturm Pioneers. That's not bad, that's not bad. And there goes Sherman out there for Casparitus. 50 caliber machine gun going up. And rockets flying aplenty there versus Sherman's. Rapidly forcing Casparitus to pull back his armour. You should actually consider getting up another tank. And he should also, I think, consider maybe a half tank, but also just upgrading his member light machine guns. There's still like absolutely nothing happening there. Nothing at all. It's a bit mind-boggling, really. We got Orbital down there for Cyanara on the way. And he's really missed out on a huge opportunity to just do a lot of damage to Cyanara, perhaps even finishing off right then and there. Also noting no mid-game analysis, a bit longer match there. Oh wait, he's getting another Sherman, that is good. More tanks. He should all just try and, flank.
Unit ready.
So just trying to just constantly attack Cyanara head on. Again, it pretty much just means Cyanara only has to one area to worry about, and also makes it a lot easier for him to defend, even with all the smoke, which again is sort of more reactive than something actually planned ahead there by Casparitus. Germans doing what they can here to push ahead. Resistance is to a certain extent limited against a lack of machine guns or anything else that sort of really slow the infantry down besides the Sherman, which is certainly doing what it can, which is a bit limited due to all the Panthers X and the limited support. There we go, what an entire squad. Almost got the other one. We couldn't in fact see a wipe there. That would be quite severe loss there. So I'm losing 2 full squads, and there we go. There's 2 full squad lost, 2 Panthers X lost. The only mitigating factor here is the fact, you know, well, he didn't hand over Panthers X, but, well, the trades are going to enjoy it in the next couple of decades, that's for sure. And there you go, moving up there for a much more, well, concentrated barrage. Bit better, I guess. Getting more medics. Doing some damage to the battle group headquarters. But not for some, just moving out and shooting down the MD-34 there. Doing what it can, and there we go. Finally, he's using his most expensive infantry unit, the orbital dive, to push into the west, but at least he's doing it. Huzzah! It's a miracle. More focus there on the way for Cyanara. He should consider perhaps mixing in some more Sturm Pioneers as well. Or we're working repelling that battle group headquarters, fixing it up. 90 talk, we will not paint it pink. Don't forget, nobody gets these ideas from, but I think pink would look good, and I think it would confuse the Americans. It would confuse anybody, you idiot.
Ready for action.
Plus, it just makes it a bigger target for the American bombers and fighters and the artillery, so drop it. Gruppe, prepare for action. It is almost like a land everybody has forgotten. It's like we're not even in France or Belgium anymore. And I'm actually slightly frightened. I prefer the Americans were here, so that nobody was dealing with, not this mysterious open land. LMG-34 there on the way, salvaging the Sherman there, getting sniped by an anti-tank gun. Headshot! No. Are you sure? Yeah. Captain Rears is moving up, then before needs to fall back. More folks goes on for Cyanara, not more Obersladen or Sturm Pioneers. A bit disappointed that, but still grabbing the fuel point there. No reaction to Casparitus.
Grenadier are on the line.
And there you go, Veteran 25 Sturm Pioneers, Heroes of the Reich, Knights Cross Holders, the best of the best of the best of the best who actually survived. 22 kills, the Veterans are not going to have much chance there. Up close, they're getting shredded. Sherman moves up here. Academy occupied the Americans, now finding that the Germans forcing them away. Almost got the fuel point there, actually. Cyanara all of a sudden now finding himself making better progress. Now he's actually pushing towards the west. It's crazy. Attacking where the enemy is and also has results. Who would have thought? Captain, or Sturm Pioneers going to get the Captain. Moving up close there, they could have started, I think, at mid-range there, so just fire in. Instead, got a bit too close, I think, for what is good. Calliope fires in there, closing the Veterans 1, perhaps trying to silence the MD-34. No, just keeps firing here. MD-34 wipe, could catch the footstones there on the retreat. There you go, huge casualties there inflicted. 19 kills. MD-34, the Veterans 3, and we got a response in the west, the Sherman and some rifle moving up. Also on with the MD-34 is just grabbing points unawares of what is not far behind. Still, he's making some progress here versus Casparitus. Casparitus is just not adding in any more tanks when he could, you know, and again, there's not really any attempts to flank behind it, so trying to attack Cyanara from any other angle. Though that's hardly unique to a lot of players, even the higher ranked ones. MD-34 they're doing what it can. Just reinforcing. Oberstein largely escaped unscathed there from the Sherman, with the exception of Dieter. He's actually calling in a second Calliope, and he's now at full pop cap. Now, that creates a bit of an interesting situation here for Cyanara. He's actually got an opponent. Well, he has plenty of anti-tank, he has got limited armour. Besides the Calliope, which means if he sort of gets a bunch of tanks and plays them correctly, he would actually end up doing a lot of damage to his opponent. In particular, he uses the orbital guns, maybe sort of quickly catching the anti-tank guns and clear them out quickly. I mean, a Panthers and Panther Force right now I think would be worth their weight in gold versus Casparitus. Rifling up there versus Sturm Pioneers. Yak Panzer on the way. Concussive grenade there. Need to pull back the Sturm Pioneers. I don't think they can win versus the Riflemen. There we go, grenade off. Retreat! Scheiße, Rückzug! What you doing, Cyanara? What are you doing? Ah, he threw away back 25 Sturm Pioneers. Oh, for heaven's sake. How was that? That was just terrible unit preservation. Oh, he's getting a Yak Panzer of all things now. A Yak Panzer. I suppose it could work. I mean, there's not really much that can flank it. Though, of course, there's still anti-tank guns and bazookas, which could easily render the Yak Panzer useless. But yeah, I suppose we'll allow him the best chance of maybe sort of catching the Calliope before they escape. I suppose, but still, it's not necessarily what I'd recommend, since it's still offers nothing worth the infantry. And Casparitus is yet to realise he can upgrade his member light machine guns. And again, it's like he doesn't even know the doctrine besides the Calliope. He's just suffering from some kind of blindness where all of these 4 buttons here blacked out, and there's only button there's the Calliope. The rest just doesn't exist. Oh, wait for something like the Panzer VI got a 50 caliber going up there. Makedon effort. Unawares for Yak Panzer driving right past it. There it goes up on the Sherman. Almost got it there, down to half health. Infantryman up support. Orbison moving westwards again. And Makedon effort quickly dispatched there. But the Yak Panzer 4-70V full mark largely served in the Panzer Brigades and in the Panzer Divisions. Panzerjäger Abteilungs, I believe Panzergunner Divisions might also had some. Actually, they did. The 17th, as for example, in Normandy, were supposed to have them in Normandy, but they never quite arrived. Well, that was actually the lower velocity gun variant, but go figure. They never served in tank destroyer, sort of independent tank destroyer battalions. I believe in some actually served in tank battalions, in particular the Alkid variant, which is a lot more clumpy and that's not really good as a tank destroyer due to a much larger sort of structure, was actually used as a tank sort of replacement there in sort of certain Panzer battalions, I believe also in the Panzer Brigades. Fun fact there. Rather than getting absolutely shredded here by the Obersoldaten, Pan forgot about them, left out in the open. The Obersoldaten were able to get good damage on there. Again, that's basically what happens when you forget about the West. You're also very much slower to react what's happening in the West and suddenly can just suffer a lot more losses. I mean, it's really amazing how these people are just suffering from such tunnel vision and angle, but again, it's not that rare. A lot of people just tend to suffer from it on angle. Well, it's absolutely amazing. It's like this road just sort of goes through their mind as well and just cuts off half of the map. But it's rare to just see such an example of it in higher level play. Just, it's absolutely crazy how absolutely they're just sticking to it. Rather than getting absolutely shredded by the MD-34, closing in on Veteran 24. Grabbing the victory point there, trying to slow down the bleed. And he's actually getting a second Yak Panzer! What madness is this? And there we go, at least half an hour, at least, before Casparitus continue upgrading his men. With light machine guns, despite having had a ton of munitions for a long time. It could probably done a lot of damage. I mean, they can still get some damage in there, but with Obersoldaten and more veteran MD-34s, you might find less of an effect there, and there's an overall sort of advantage in it. Another lieutenant on the way for Casparitus after the one was cut down in the line of service. Obersoldaten almost veteran 2-1, these are getting very close to veteran 2-4, and there you go, the second Yak Panzer is mobilised here for Deutschland. There we go, Calliope barrage here again, just trying to sort of silence the structures here, and then the infantry riot. Not really what the Calliope is good at though, sort of knocking out buildings, so not really an effective usage of it, and again just sort of limits the effectiveness of it, which begs the question, why did he get it? German being pushed back here by Panzerich. Also got the Jagdpanzer moving in. In fact, both Jagdpanzers are zoning in on the Sherman there. That could end up quite badly for it if Casparitus is not careful. Looks like Casparitus isn't quite paying attention. One shot there, Captain not reacting. In fact, he's too focused here to realise his Sherman is in deep peril, and when he does, it's already too late here. The two Jagdpanzers, you know, not much of a chance there unless he got really lucky. I mean, granted, it would have been different had it been two Stoots to 285, so that Sherman would have been gone. Jagdpanzer pulling back here, Captain rifle hanging back, grenade off. Jagdpanzers falling back. Also hanging back, Lieutenant setting up, Calliope still hanging back, and now there's actually less anti-tank defense. In fact, one of his anti-tank guns seems to be completely taken away or wrecked here by Cyanara, which means the Calipes are now further exposed to the Jagdpanzers, which seems to have suddenly fallen up a small detachment over there in a little walker of Panzerjägers. They're going to technically down again. It's the Obersoldaten who's sort of really throwing the peril here. By clearing out the anti-tank guns, they are making easier then for sort of Cyanara to move up, maybe sort of quickly fire off some good shots versus this Calliope before Casparitus can then sort of really react to it. So while I'd normally not recommend it in this case, it might actually just be functional versus this kind of play. I mean, the double Calliopes ultimately not being used too effectively here by Casparitus, in fact holding him down, because then sort of doesn't ensure he has enough pop cap for other armoured units and again play aggressively, which he should be, and again flanking instead of just trying to break his opponent down as if though he had a hammer when he's actually got a chisel. Anyway, it's got one of the Calliopes there. Bazooka fire there versus one of them. Actually doing a bit of damage there, engine damage. Forces much on support here. MD-34 though, veteran before, halfway to 55 running support there. And up north we got the Orbs on there shredding the Americans, cutting them down, leaving them dying in the grass. More bazooka fire there, we got another spare ammo slip on the way there for Cyanara. West being grabbed here by Fulton, is moving with Panzerich and not much else. Calliope's moving ahead, he's got another Sherman on the move. Oberstadt needs to retreat. Schnell.
Standing by for setting of command post.
Schnell. Slow there, MD-34 retreating. More fire there on the Jagdpanzer. Kedmer joining in the fun there, go Calliope barrage, almost wrapping up the units on the retreat. One Calliope moving up to cover, Oberstadt. Wiped. Cyanara does need to work in his unit preservation. He treats the Oberstadt and the Storm Pioneers as though they're Fultz Grenadiers. There goes Sherman down. I have no idea what caused him to just barrel down there when he knew there were two Jagdpanzers in the area. That was just sensors right there for Casparitus. We finally got Storm Pioneers on the way for Cyanara to replace the ones lost. More incendiary armor piercing rounds. He's made good use of that. Thumbs up there to Cyanara. I'm guessing an Americanized regiment to help repair the Jagdpanzers going up there. I do think Cyanara would have better served with, say, two Panzer forces would have flanked and been more aggressive and so on in certain senses, but it's working. Largely due to the fact that Casparitus, the way he sets things up, can't really react very well to it, though now he lost one Calliope, he can actually get some Shermans out, or some Jacksons from Scotland now trying to deal with the threat more aggressively. But of course, have to see what he actually does. Veteran 2 there for the MD-34. Kenmer for retreating. Casparitus once more again realizing there's the western part of the map. Not getting any tanks. No real attempt at flanking. Mechanized regiment almost on way to repair those Jagdpanzers.
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
There you go. Work beginning on them. Needs better infantry in the west there. Some Obersoldaten would be nice. Maybe some Sturmpaniers or something, but no sign of that. Of course, you could also go for Lux now, or just try and get a Panzer IV. Another Calliope barrage, and again, I think he's just trying to knock out the Schwer Panzer quarters again. It's just not frightfully effective. I have no idea what he's trying to do there with it, really. They got some Sturmpaniers. The overall effect, though, was deeply limited. Still, Casparitus in the process of grabbing back most of the map there from Cyanara.
Our supply lines have been cut. Americans are making a push.
Close to at 75 and further lethality for Deutschland. Rather than sending out straight into the MG-34, Jackson on the way there for the Casparitus. And he can flank the Cyanara's Jack Panthers with them. I mean, he could perhaps do some good damage there. Smoke screen down there, not too bad, not too bad. Still not quite well covered. And while of course Jack didn't quite sort of time it correctly, sort of up close and place it correctly, should probably try and place it close to the source machine gun fire, thus ensuring overall there was better coverage. All the way, Yak Panthers heading out. They're going down the main road where they was well, an anti-tank is covering it, and there you go. Actually got smoke screen down there. Incidentally, in this case, blocking the fire of the Yak Panzer, but I was probably trying to do that against the MG-34. And there you go, Yak Panzer active trying back there, running into the Kedner, anti-tank will need support, quick a lot of damage into the Yak Panzers. Down to half health, while the Yak Panzer moves ahead. German infantry charging forwards. Quite a bit of response fire there from the Americans, like machine guns, anti-tank, and Johnson there snaps another poor soul. Jackson arrives, Calliope is ready to fire into all this sort of clustered up German troops, but he's not utilising it so far in that direction. Jackson takes it, got into the arm, himself for the building, grenades going off, grenade after grenade, chunking out the life there. Yak Panzer moves ahead again. Not entirely sure what Cyanara is expecting to do with those Yak Panzers. Again, they have no machine guns and they have no high close round training can allow them to deal with infantry. So
Gun crew has been lost.
there you go, MG-34 wasted there by Cyanara. Should have retreated sooner, and you should also consider getting some. Oh, there we go, Obersoldaten. Smoking there on the Yak Panzer, showing you can't actually shoot, but work. Calliope moves ahead.
All complete.
Yak Panzer pulling back for some needed repairs, and there you go, another Calliope barrage.
Ready for action.
Yeah, Casparitus needs to work as a city. Oh, we got the Sturmpaniers again. It's not all bad, but at least part of me feels like it's perhaps not the most effective at all times. Rather than that, halted by the MG-34 there, getting gunned down viciously. Yak Panzer seems to be trying to flank in there, but with no support, it could be a bit risky, particularly since there are, of course, troops nearby. There you go, moving in from the north of Bazooka and such, perhaps creating an opening for the Yak Panzer. Almost got one, almost got one. Flak half attack, or flak close opening up there still. Need to push in instead. Almost got it, almost got it. Need to move up the captain, need to move up the captain. Get into the small shed, they could release support. Drives a bit too fast there, doesn't get time to finish it off. And instead gets knocked out by Panzerschrecks. He should at least had some other armor into perhaps so got. And now he's getting another Calliope. Not entirely sure that's going to work out nicely there for Casparitus. The Yak Panzer there barely survived. Perhaps he could knock out the rocket there strike. Perhaps that's what he's banking on. There you go. But he just keeps shooting in the exact same spot. Oh! Wiped 2 squads. Okay, that worked out. Sending the men streaming to heaven or hell alongside the rockets. Cyanara's getting absolutely hammered into the ground here. This is just gruesome slaughter of a fight. And at the same time they made a mistake. He actually left the Calliope exposed. And of course on the road the Yak Panzer gets also speed in fast. And there you go, Vecchi 2. Making it harder there to get away. And there you go, Yak Panzer knocked there. And the other Calliope is also exposed. He could get both of them. Damage engine though, damage engine. Smoke blocking the way. That's of course still the ambulance I suppose they could get. Almost got the Calliope there. Set turns on the ambulance and becoming Krankenwagenjägers in the process. There you go, the Vetchi Tulakedma for retreating. That's in fact all they have left besides bazookas to halt the Yak Panzers. In fact, that assault, that strike basically caused a full collapse, I think, of the front line there for Casparitus, opening up for Cyanara, pushing forwards again, and maybe into the west once more. But again, the west just never quite seems to resonate with them. Slowly halfway there to Vet 23, but that Yak Panzer, bits of scrap flying all over the place. MG34 setting up. There we go, grenades off. Didn't too much that time around. Going for the car park, using his MG34. Vet 25 in an absolutely hyper-aggressive posture, which is actually quite risky. He should still push towards the west, though. Slightly differently directed barrage. That's something, I guess. Shattered a shed. Killed some mechanics, but that's about it, really. And he gets another Calliope. He just seems to have stopped getting tanked. He's just relying on the artillery, hoping to perhaps crush his opponent by crushing his infantry. But the problem is, it still leaves up the Yak Panzers. Just go straight for the Calliopes and knock them out. It just seems to be escaping his mind time and time again. Like the fact that there's a western part of the map. Bit too close to the house, though. A lot of rockets just wasted blasting into the side there. Slowly being repaired, but that's going to take ages at the current rate there, with all the rockets killing the mechanics time and time again, just splashing them across the side of the Yak Panzers, though that would explain where all the blood comes from. Reconnected there. Reinforcing, healing up. There we go, Orbison finally getting another light machine gun, but at least get more Orbison to get more Sturmpioneers, you know, just to get something. More Infanterie. Or maybe some Panzers. Panzer IVs right now could be nice. I suppose we could end up him trying to go for King Tiger right now, but considering his opponent just keeps getting Calliopes, that could actually work out. As long as he doesn't suffer any catastrophic losses to a catastrophic barrage. More scrap flying all over the place. MG34 again, Vet 25 at the forefront of the battle. The infantry not quite so much. You know, at this point we should ask for a raise from the Knight's Cross. MG34 there, Vet 23, but need to get away there. Still deal a lot of damage. Yak Panzer's more or less ready to strike back at the Amerikanen. You short them, but for. Now you're gonna. If only if you had a machine gun gewehr. Actually harms the infantry a bit more properly, rather than, you know, trying to scare them to death. Runs them over. Shout pew pew pew. Hope they surrender. Flanking the MG34 Yak Panzer can't do much there. Troops moving ahead. He's actually planning a flank assault on Casparitus' base with the Yak Panzer. That would be neat. MG34 needs to retreat before the rear manage to wipe them out with a light machine gun. That would be pretty sad. And again, another sign you just ends up wasting a really valuable unit. Christ, Cyanara. It's like whenever he gets a good unit or gets kind of veterans on them, he just like, you know, there's a subconscious part of him that has to throw them away. An absolute waste of actually finding MG34 like the veterans who fire Sturmpioneers, who were also thrown away. I mean, that's a bit embarrassing. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to do, you know, without you just going to keep jumping about there. Calliope's moving ahead. Another barrage. At least he can strike quickly and punish Casparitus quite severely there for that silly mistake. Don't worry, it's not like the crouching nearby with any tank destroyers. The Yak Panzer taking heavy damage from the rockets. Bazookas now go damage the engine. He could end up risking there losing a Yak Panzer. His own silly play. There we go, about to lose it. Cyanara's unit preservation once more shines a bit. Like an abattoir on fire. He blazes in the darkness. And not in a good way. Now trying to knock out the Yak Panzer with a rocket strike. I'm guessing Casparitus is getting a bit desperate. He's still not getting any more tanks, and in fact, Cyanara is playing for the King Tiger, which would pretty much be GG right then and there for Casparitus, who'd have absolutely nothing to stop it. You got the Yak Panzer going into cautious movement. Be very, very quiet. They're hunting for wankies. Yankees. Why do you say wankies? I don't know. Because I think they're wankers, Dietrich. Wankers. Every single one of them. I hate them. Rather than moving ahead there, full push there by Casparitus. Partly buoyed by stolen German equipment. Kenref needs to fall back there. A plan to hide worked out about as well as you'd expect it to. Terribly. Please don't tell me he's going to throw away that Yak Panzer. Please don't. Soberslund operating in the west. Again, there's no real threat for them anymore to worry about. Yak Panzer falling back. Calliope's rolling ahead. Petri 2. Done something good, I guess. Incendiary grenade there, burning up the re-echelons. Leaving them to roast. Might try and kill the mechanics of the rocket strike, but the mechanized remnants take most. There we go, mechanics all dead. But still not very effective as the Yak Panzer. Veteran 24 on another MD-34.
Continue the push.
You just need to save up manpower. Come on, Cyanara, just do it. What are you waiting for?
Prepare to execute.
And the tank waiting just in case Casparitus might try and throw out another tank, but he's been so absolutely obsessed with the Calliope's, and I don't think so.
Crew ready. Maschinengewehr incoming.
Yak Panzer being repaired. Troop charging straight to the MD-34 there, not too good.
Tiger.
And there you go, King Tiger mobilized. Vorwärts! Achtung! Several tons, 60 or so tons of Krupp steel there moving ahead. Rockets unleashed upon the Germans, also moving ahead. Juver needs to shift away there. Oh, wiped. At least that time he wasn't, tempting while he's, going as a burn to kill it like he did with the other MG-34. King Tiger's moving, no machine gun though being upgraded, he couldn't turn that, but there you go, Captain first shot misses though. Scheiße, Dietrich, Lord again! Ja! Volltreffer. Vorwärts, Heinz. You must destroy more Americans für Deutschland. There we go. There we go, Casparitus perhaps realising it's GG, goes GG. So just in it. It's a few more minutes, but overall nothing really happens. So, anyways, GG, game over. Mostly casting the metric cores again. We do get this kind of play from time to time on angle. Again, they just get so focused on one part of the map, they can completely forget the other side. And for example, also forgetting about the concept of using that side to focus on the flank into the eastern side. I mean, it's a bit of a case of very peculiar tunnel vision, but also just, to demonstrate, just relying too much on Calliope's can also backfire on you. But also, I just think, it's nice to see someone actually making more than use than one Sturm Pioneer squad as the Oberkommando West. That was nice. He also good use of incendiary rounds, MG-34s. I just wish, he'd realised there's a western part of the map until in, the other 30 minutes of the match. That was a bit, And his unit preservation, once he got a good unit, basically went completely terrible. And it's like, he completely overestimated this survivability, thought they were Terminators or something like that, and just, apparently didn't think they could die. I mean, really some curious and bad play at times that mixed into Cyanara's play there. Some really needs to sort of work in his unit preservation in that sense, but also, on his sense of there being another part of the map and on flanking. In that sense, turned into a bit of a grind there. But still, I think had some interesting moments to point out. But Casparitus need to bloody well use his light machine gun soon, and overall, he just wasted away this opportunity by going too many Calliopes and just constantly attacking head on, never really trying to flank his opponent. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave some valuable understanding of the game, some further theory and such. And of course, hopefully improved your own game. If you did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. Remember to press like. More likes mean more people watching this, which is good. And if you did, send in a reply or write some feedback in the comment section. If this is Imperial Link, cheers. Thank you all for watching and hope to see you all another time. Bye.